So I delayed putting this video out and now it's December, making the first half of this rant a little bit dated, but you know, sometimes that's just life. Hello everyone, and I'm back! It's been a while. It really has been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it's just, things have been busy, things have been happening. I've been tired. I bet everyone's been tired. But hey, yes, Thanksgiving, Halloween, holidays, Christmas coming up. Yes, not now. Oh my goodness, I cannot describe how inordinately angry I get when Hold up. First, let me start explaining things. To just like set some context to this random bit of story I'm about to tell you, but I have a radio station. Like, it's my favorite radio station, it's my only radio station, it's the only one I've played for like the 4 or 5 years I've lived here, and it's pretty much the only radio station that I knew existed in this town that wasn't, you know, Christian rock. It was just regular music that you would hear if you like had like a Pandora or Spotify, just the normal things. And I was betrayed. I was betrayed by Delilah. 'Cause unlike some stores, like there were some stores that started selling Christmas things like even into October, and that is sacrilege. That is unholy, and I hate it. But I thought the radio stations would have some sense, you know, not to start playing Christmas carols before December, knowing full well that if they played all Christmas, all the time, for 2 months, some of us might start going a little crazy. Some of us might just start getting a little, you know, homicidal. But no. Like a week or 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, my radio station started playing Christmas carols. I just woke up one day and I got in my car and I was driving to a friend's house, and there was the little drummer boy. And I didn't notice for a good 5 minutes that they were playing Christmas music. And I think it got to like a different song, like chestnuts roasting on an open fire, before I was like, hold up, wait a minute. No! You have your own month. Christmas, you have your own month. You have the entire month of December. Why do you have to invade other months? Halloween has its own month. Halloween doesn't get obnoxious. Halloween doesn't intrude upon the 4th of July. No, Halloween is polite, and it keeps its business to its month. November, Thanksgiving, keeps its business to its month. Love or hate Thanksgiving, Christopher Columbus was a homicidal, raping, ethnocentric asshole. But Christmas has its own month. I don't know. I want to say that I'm an organized person, but I'm really not. It's like, little me was strange in very distinct ways. Like, imagine when you were little, what is something that little you would do for fun? Like, imagine if little you had just this big box of like necklace or bracelet bead material, like all plastic and in different neon colors and in different shapes, and it had like all of these little divisions where all the different kinds of bead things were kept in. Now you can clearly sort of kind of imagine your little self taking that and just dumping it out on the floor, right? But could you imagine your little self taking the time to sort out all of the beads, either by color or by shape, and putting them all back in their different little containers, in their different little categories for fun. That's what I did as a little kid. I would, like, 3, 4 years old, 5, I'm not sure entirely. What age is it appropriate to let kids have beads? I don't remember. But I remember very distinctly dumping it out and categorizing it and putting it all back in, only to dump it out again next week. Because that was something I did. And that's something I did to the months too. Like, very clearly, each month has its own separate holiday or event thing. Like, September used to be, oh, school starts. August, summer ends. Then there's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's, St. Patrick's, Easter. May was probably just testing season. Let's be honest. Does May have its own holiday? I don't remember, honestly. Does it? I don't think it does. June, start of summer. There! Yeah, that I was like, what comes after June? July, 4th of July, and then back to August, end of summer. That's how little me has always categorized the months in my brain. Each month has its own event/holiday attached to it, and they don't mix. I was always so incredibly angry whenever Christmas started invading other months. It's rude. It's rude. You have your own month. That's why Halloween people are starting to get more obnoxious. It's to compete with Christmas. But anyways, off of that tangent, happy Thanksgiving for you guys who celebrate Thanksgiving. Happy Hanukkah to all my Jewish friends, because this is your season now. And also, good luck to the... how do I pronounce it? Okay, it is Mashpee. Okay. I don't want to pronounce things wrong, otherwise I get embarrassed. But good luck to the Mashpee Wampanoag nation trying to get your actual rights back. Because that's a thing that happened. It's... okay, so most Americans already pretty much know the basic story of how Thanksgiving came to be. But so for those who don't have that background and don't necessarily know, Thanksgiving is the celebration of the Pilgrims coming over and the Native Americans basically helping them learn how to survive in this new land with its different ecology and, like, different conditions for survival. Like, Jamestown, really stupid locating decision. You don't make your first colony in a marsh. But they did that. Really dumb. But the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe is the Native people who did that. Those were the people who helped the Pilgrims and then were betrayed for the next 500 years along with the rest of the Native Americans. So the fact that that's not taught in schools, for one, insulting, and also that's gotta hurt. Number two, they weren't federally recognized as a sovereign nation until 2007 and weren't given their reservation rights and land until 2015. And in September this year, the Trump administration, Department of the Interior, decided to officially unrecognize them along with 127 other tribes. Because for some reason, only those tribes that were recognized before 1936 or 37 are supposedly legitimate, which it's just really incredibly stupid. Just incredibly awful. So is it any wonder that during Thanksgiving they were down at the Capitol protesting this shit? So, the reason why I'm in 2 different outfits and this has gotten delayed is because when I first brought this up, I was in rambling mode. It was just the topic that happened to ping in my brain the moment that I mentioned November and Thanksgiving after getting over my entire spiel with Christmas carols, because I don't know why that makes me so angry sometimes. But anyways, it's void now, it's December. But the reason why I delayed putting this out for so long is because, one, I brought it up, and I wanted to find a way to actually help the situation than just complain about it, because unlike Christmas Christmas carols, the Department of the Interior's decision to unrecognize all of the tribes that got their recognition after 1934 is an actual issue. Because not only are they losing their reservation land, they're losing funding for things like clean water programs, children's education, emergency services, housing, substance abuse programs, the whole 9 yards. And so, words are wind, action means everything. Which is why I went and I actually looked up ways that I could help with the situation as much as possible. And basically I found out that there is an act, a congressional bill, going through the House and the Senate that no one has reported on. You would think that people having a protest on Thanksgiving at the state capitol would warrant some media attention, but apparently not. So, I'm gonna make some calls. So, something that not everyone in the younger generations really realize is that you can actually call senators and congresspeople to try and tell them what you want and try to put a little pressure on them to do the things that you want. So, namely, I'm going to follow some recommendations of the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe to call the chairman of the Natural Resource Committee in the House and the Senate Indian Affairs Committee chairman, Hoiven, in the Senate. And I've never done this before, but if you're going to do something, you might as well do it right, right? And I'm pretty much going to use the infographic about the Mashpee Reservation Reaffirmation Act to basically give me my little spiel about it. No, I don't like doing things. I have anxiety, and this is not my favorite thing. I'm going to put this on speaker, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear it.
You have reached the office of Congressman Rob Bishop. We are out of the office today in observance of Veterans Day. We will be back in the office tomorrow at our regular business hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please feel free to call then or leave a message. Happy Veterans Day. Record your message after the tone. When you've finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, this is Cassandra Cherry. I'm just a constituent who is, calling the Natural Resource Committee chairman, on the matter of the Congressional Bill H.R. 5244, the Mashpee Reservation Reaffirmation Act. The reason why I'm calling about this is because I wish for you to support the passing of this bill. In September of this year, the Department of the Interior officially unrecognized all tribes that received their recognition, their federal recognition, after 1934, thus causing 127 tribes to lose federal recognition status. This causes them to lose their reservations, as well as funding for important community programs such as clean water programs, children's education, emergency services, housing, and substance abuse programs. This is unacceptable, it's inhumane, and I would greatly appreciate it if you could pass H.R. 5244 and encourage the rest of the Congresspeople in the House to pass it. Thank you for your time. In a way, I'm grateful that they were out, but I'm also very much hoping they don't call me back, because I have anxiety and I dislike talking on the phone. Like, a lot. At least I hopefully sounded semi-professional. Okay, but that's not it. That's not it. We also gotta call the Senate chairman guy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. If I do this, then I'm done. And I can go lie down and take a nap.
Hello, thank you for calling Senator Hogan's office. How may I be of assistance?
Hello. I'm Cassandra Cherry, and I'm just a constituent that was curious about the chairman's position on S2628, the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribe Reservation Reaffirmation Act.
I have not spoken to the senator on that issue, but I would be more than happy to pass along your concerns about it.
Yes, I would really like to encourage the chairman to pass this bill and to encourage other senators to pass this bill as well. Did you know that the Department of the Interior officially unrecognized all of the tribes who received federal recognition after 1934?
I had heard something along those lines, yes.
Yes. This caused 127 tribes to lose federal recognition, which also caused them to not only lose their reservations, but to lose critical funding for clean water programs, children's education, emergency services, housing, and substance abuse programs.
Got it. I will be sure to share that with the senator.
All right. Thank you very much. I
You're most welcome.
appreciate you passing this along.
No problem. Have a good rest of your day.
You as well. Okay. It happened. This is democracy at work, people. Even in this shitstorm of an administration, it can happen. Maybe he just says, I don't know, screw this, not an important person who doesn't donate money and stuff, and so we're just gonna not do that and not remember that. But you put your finger on the scales. You put your finger on the scales and you press it, and sometimes it triggers something. You don't know what all the time, but nothing changes if you don't actually act on your thoughts, your opinions, your convictions. And so this is something that I've got to get used to doing, because when good men do nothing, something, important stuff. All that is required for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. That's the quote I was trying to remember, or something along those lines. So, literally, that's something anyone can do. Anyone can call any senator, any congressman, and just ask. So if there's something that you care about, that you want to put your finger on the scales of power to try and affect, do it! I mean, I have severe anxiety, and I did it. So, that's my political 2 cents of the day. I'm gonna go take a nap now, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one, so bye-bye.